This is Six-Pack, the fourth contestant then. A front-lifting scoop, 2 wheelchair motor-driven, 78 kilos in weight of heavyweight, with the Thought family at the controls, Andrew, Robert and Peter.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Immediately heading for the barrels. That's par for the course. At least 10 points on the board. And another 20. Now, which direction? In comes Killalot. Got to spin away quickly. Avoid the pit, of course. Won't take the ramp option. We'll go for the multi-ball release. This is a good point scorer. Off the front of the car there. The multi-ball release. In comes Killalot and Matilda. So he won't go for that target, I think. Meanwhile, Bash was guarding the other target. Back for another barrel, perhaps. Steady scoring by Six-Pack. Again dodges the ramp, which is curious. Because I think he had a free run up over that ramp. Go on, get up over the ramp. Yes! 20 points. And that's the first robot to achieve the ramp in the pinball challenge. Look at this. That's good speed. Up and over. Can get up to 8 miles an hour, Six-Pack. Dodging the flames also of the Sergeant and Matilda's tusks to get away eventually. I tell you, this is a very good run by Six-Pack here. Points here on the target. Go on, go on, go on! What an opportunity missed! The 75-point target was there to be had. And now Matilda comes in, and that's a glaring opportunity missed. Now they take on the 50-point target. Well, at least that's something. Just touched the target. 50 points scored. Well, they go for the door here. At the wrong side, really. Go on, go on, go on. 25 points from the open door. Well done. This is tremendous stuff. Very impressive. And Killalot knows it and comes in for revenge. Crushing Six-Pack onto the shell of Matilda. Talk about between a rock and a hard place between Matilda and Killalot.
Cease.
But that was good stuff from Six-Pack. All the way through. Decisive steering, the barrels scattered. Then the multi-ball release. Ambitious up over the ramp. The first time we've seen that happen. The door opened, a bit of a bonus, really. I didn't think they were going to get that. But I make it 135 points, and that's a great score. Well done for the Six-Pack team. But look at the leaderboard. Still Dominator out in front with 160. That's great stuff.
There'll be more pinball wizardry next time. But now let's charge back into the wars.
And round 2, Robopig against Napalm. But first up, Henry against STEG-o-saw-us. And Phillipa's with the Stego boys in the pits.
Hey, STEG-o-saw-us team. You're up against the Henry team. How do you feel?
Quietly confident.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely confident.
Oh?
Yeah, we're going to win. It's not a problem.
Okay, that's pretty much summed up then. Coming back to Henry team, come and gather round, let's have a team talk. What are you going to do? How are you going to beat them?
Just going to try our best and hit them hard.
You're quite nervous about this against STEG-o-saw-us, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why? Because what's he got that you haven't got?
A flipper.
A flipper, which is a bit worrying.
So there go the confident STEG-o-saw-us boys, and the Henry team worried about the flipper. STEG-o-saw-us look mean, don't they? Henry, granny on the back, STEG-o-saw-us with the flipper and the speed.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And what Tom Moy needs at the controls of Henry is a good start here, and it has not come. There's something wrong. They're still stuck on the arena wall. STEG-o-saw-us backs back for a big front assault. Can Tom get Henry going? Yes, he can. Just about. That was a fitful start, though, and a major worry. STEG-o-saw-us looks a little bit pensive. Were they being sucked into some sort of trap there, he wonders. Meanwhile, Henry's front spikes seem to have embedded it on the arena wall, and again, they do have problems here. And in comes STEG-o-saw-us with the ram onto the picture of Granny. I wonder how Granny's getting on there. Don't mess with Granny was the message from the Henry team. STEG-o-saw-us, meanwhile, had problems trying to get away from the flame pit. Lacking traction, it seemed. Oh, Henry nearly flipped over by the spike. Dodging in behind Sergeant Bash. Now, there's an intelligent move for you. Exactly. What are you going to do now, Henry? Well, it's not hooray, Henry, because it wasn't a very good move, let's be honest. I think Sergeant was a little bit kind on letting you out there. I think Sergeant was taken by surprise, to be honest. And the tactic. Now Henry's tactic is to take on Shunt. Very strange here from Tom and his kids. And that's what Shunt thinks of Henry, and there the spike again. It's been a problem throughout. It's undoing is the front spike embedding on the arena wall. And Shunt comes in for the punishment of Henry. Drags Henry away. And there, well, I think we've had the whack of the blade of Shunt about 6 times. The 6 blades of Henry, perhaps. Oh! And in goes STEG-o-saw-us with another crumpling run. Look at this. Oh, dear. Magnificent stuff from the STEG-o-saw-us team. And meanwhile, Henry's now caught by the jet of flame. And the smart paintwork, well, goodness knows what's happened to Granny, meanwhile. The smart paintwork is being scratched. Ah, dear. That's Sergeant Bash's claw. That is dead metal, elevating the circular saw to come in. Oh, look at that. Henry hacked. Henry hold. Hideous Henry. And Granny's getting a haircut. Well, it's a little bit of a head-splitting headache for Granny. And again, slicing in dead metal. And the poor old Henry team.
Well, it wasn't hooray Henry. STEG-o-saw-us was dynamite. STEG-o-saw-us through to the 3rd round.
You're not looking very jubilant.
Well,
Why
it's early days. It's early days.
Is that why? You're
Round,
thinking of still what you've got ahead?
to see how long we can last. We're glad we got this far.
Looks as if it comes from an ancient past, but it's heading into the future, STEG-o-saw-us. And next up, Robopig and Napalm.
Robopig is next in, so Daniel, how do you feel? You've got a very special job today, haven't you? What is it?
Driving the robot.
You're driving the robot. Are you worried about the Napalm girls? Do you think they might beat you?
No.
No, good. It's confidence, you see. That's what we like to
Did you say their robot looked like this morning?
Yeah.
A pile of junk.
A pile of junk? You think their Napalm looks like a pile of junk? Oh! Fighting talk, then. Did you hear that? Daniel reckons your robot looks like a pile of junk.
It is a big pile of junk. Daniel's spot on there, aren't you,
I
Daniel?
agree with you.
Girls and boys come out to play. Well, hey, revenge for the junk jibe? I'm not too sure. Daniel at the controls. Napalm and Robopig. Will Daniel
Roboteers, stand by.
be able to bring home the
3,
bacon?
2, 1, activate.
Or will Robopig get the big pork chop from the mandibles at the back of Napalm? There you see that piggy tongue licking out, and it's quite deadly. Again, flicking out there. A little blade on the front of Robopig. A lifting spike to get underneath Napalm, perhaps. David Crosby at the controls, head teacher at the Dartford School. Robopig, a little nudge back on Napalm. How powerful are those mandible jaws against a plastic piggy? Well, at the moment, the victory could be in the piggy bank. As once again, it's the more aggressive, taking on Napalm. Pushing it towards the side of the arena and into the CPZ. And that's Shunt with a mighty blade onto the front of bruised and battered Napalm. Robopig pushing Napalm back towards that CPZ again, or was Napalm dragging Robopig in there? It might have been very intelligent stuff from David at the controls. And there the plastic body shell of Robopig taking punishment for getting away with it. The wheel spinners is flicked up. Well, I don't know what happens. You turn turtle in the animal world. What happens when a piggy turns upside down? Go on, young Daniel. Get control of your oinker out there. It's brilliant. Piggy up on his tail. He's going for a piggyback on Napalm. Look at this. Up you go. In a bit of a piggyback. And still moving onwards. Great stuff from Robopig. Still standing on his hind legs. Well, oh, look at that. Oh, dear. Eventually rolling over. Oh, poor old Daniel. He'd done so brilliantly. Still spinning upside down. Anyone fancy a little bit of belly of pork? Yes, the house robots certainly do. They're a bit of pork rind at the end, look. He's hardly giving it a pork scratching, is he?